How you doing, guys? Stevie here, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hilleberg Anaris tent. I've just bought this tent. I was trying to get it in the sand colour, but I found it virtually impossible. So I have settled for the green. I've been trying to get this tent for quite a while now. I've got a couple of tents though, so I was trying to justify this one. But this one's a yellow label. It's a lot lighter than the tents I currently have. So let's get this pitched up and we'll see what it's like inside. So it's a rectangular shaped tent. It's very similar to the Lanshan. So this is the first time it's been out the packet, out the bag, sorry. So we get the four corners and peg them out. This tent, the packed weight comes in at 1.4. It's 1,404 grams when I weighed it. But when I took the pegs out and the pack out, the tent is weighing in at 1,202 grams. So it's fairly lightweight, which I'm quite happy with. It's a lot lighter than the tents I've actually got. So there's 12 pegs with this. It's the Y pegs. I don't know if I'm going to be using these right enough because I like to use my Easton nails, my 9-inch Easton nails. You need trekking poles for this tent, so what these are set at, I've set them at 135 centimetres. What happens here, I've got this pouch, canvas pouch. We stick our pole inside, which is quite a good idea, quite a tough pole. So we'll pull that up, pull the fly sheet back over, and we take this guy line and just peg that out. And we do the same at the back. There we go. And just do the same, just pull this tight. It's a ridge tent. Bring out the door. The guy lines, they say go from corner to corner. So that's the first time I've actually pitched this. This is the first time it's been out the bag. It could be better. Just go round and tighten it up a wee bit. There's actually guy lines for the inner as well. So if you want to use them, just pull them tight. And the good thing about this tent, you can put it to the inner only. You can take the fly sheet away and just have the inner standing, which is a great idea from Hilleberg. So you're just catching these all on the same peg as a fly sheet. And just get the line runners and just adjust accordingly. Roll the door up. Just the same as every other Hilleberg tent, you just roll the doors up and catch it in this little toggle. As you can see, it's a massive vestibule here, and the zip, it's only the one-way zip, which is, it's not a big problem for me, but I've seen this been mentioned before. But I suppose that's just to keep the weight down as much as they can. Airlawn fabric from Hilleberg. It's a strong material, it's very hard to tear. This is Airlawn 1000, which they use on their yellow label tents, which is 3 seasons. Like this tent, this will be my summer tent. I won't be able to use this in the snow. As you can see, the gap is quite high at the fly sheet. I suppose you could probably lower that down. On the inside, this tent is a palace, a pure palace. We'll get inside here. Now look at the room in here. And I've seen this mentioned in another video. There isn't any pockets in here, but that's not any hardship for me because I never really use the pockets in the tents I've got. As you can see, there's plenty of headroom. I'm 6 foot tall, so there's plenty of room in here. Enough room in here for 2 people, no bother. So I've got 3 dogs and they'll probably come camping with me in here. So there's 2 doors on this tent, one at either side, and it's just the same with the vestibules. So there's plenty of storage area, plenty. Just and as you can see, there's plenty of headroom plenty of headroom when you're lying sleeping. And I reckon I've still got must be about another foot up behind me. So there's plenty of room in this tent for the larger campers. Plenty of room. So this is going to be a good tent, this one. Very happy with it. It's quite a high bathtub inside. A wee bit lower at the front, but that doesn't matter. There you got the usual Hilleberg sign there. I'm not going to bother with a footprint for this tent because I plan to use it in the summer in the dry weather. So this is, like I say, it's a 3 season tent. I've no plans to take this out in the winter at all. This will be my 3 season tent basically. I've got a Lanshan which is very similar to this, but the quality is totally different. You can see the quality of a Hilleberg tent is different to anything else. These are basically the Rolls Royce of tents. I know they're costly. Some people can't justify paying the money, but you pay for what you get, to be honest. I know the Hilleberg tents have took a bit of a hike lately, but like I say, you're paying for absolute quality. So what I've done here now, I've detached the fly sheet on this side from the inner. So just disconnecting the fly sheet. You want to keep that open. And all you've got to do is take this guy line and stick it in this peg. If you fancy, you can do the 2 sides up. I'll show you that just now. So basically what I need to do is take this out, roll this up, and all I've got to do is just roll it up, and you just, there will be clips there, there is clips there, I'll need to work out how to do it right. So basically you can take this off and just have the inner on its own on one of the quite warm nights, whatever. But overall it's a cracking tent. And you can also detach the inner from the fly sheet, so you're using the fly sheet as a tarp. So it's quite a good idea. There's plenty of options with this tent, so I'm really happy with it. So we'll be putting this to the test, hopefully this weekend. Well, that's the tent put back together. Overall, I'm happy with this, so I'm looking forward to putting this through its test during this camping season. But like I say, this is going to be my go-to 3-season tent. So I'm going to get this packed away. I hope you enjoyed that one, and the next time I see you, I'm out in the hills. Cheers.